You hear it all the time, right? Sugar is bad for you. But what does that really mean? What happens if you just stopped completely? Not for the rest of your life, just for 2 weeks. The changes that happen inside your body are, well, pretty incredible. So let's really dive into that question. We're going to map out the amazing chain reaction that gets started in your body from the very first day you say no to sugar, all the way through to day 14. And believe me, some of these effects are going to surprise you.
Okay, first up, rewiring your cravings and energy. Now, these first few changes aren't the kind you'll see in the mirror. Nope, these are the ones you feel. This is where your body starts to fundamentally change its relationship with food and fuel, and it happens almost right away.
So, most of us are on this constant sugar roller coaster every single day. You eat something sweet, your blood sugar shoots up, then a hormone comes in and crashes it right back down. And what happens when you crash? You crave more sugar. It's this awful, vicious cycle. But the moment you stop eating sugar, you get off the ride. You break this cycle, and those intense cravings, they just start to fade away.
This sounds kind of backwards, I know, but it turns out the sugar is what's been making you feel hungry all the time. As soon as you cut it out, your blood sugar levels start to stabilize, and suddenly your body isn't constantly screaming for its next fix. It can finally get the nutrients it needs, and you just feel satisfied.
So this all boils down to a little something called insulin resistance. Here's the deal. Think of insulin as a key that unlocks your cells to let fuel in. When you're eating too much sugar, your cells get totally overwhelmed, and they basically change the locks. They start resisting the insulin. The fuel can't get in, leaving you tired and starving even though you just ate. When you quit sugar, it's like you're giving your cells a new key that actually works. They can finally open up and get the energy they've been desperate for.
You know that feeling, right? That post-lunch coma where you just want to put your head on your desk? That is your brain reacting to that wild blood sugar spike and crash. But when you ditch the sugar and eat real food, your energy stays nice and level. All of a sudden, you're not just awake after a meal, you're actually energized, you're focused, you're ready to go.
All right, let's get to the really fun part. Section 2, the visible transformation. After all that internal rewiring, you start seeing changes you can actually, see. This is the stuff that gets you really motivated.
So the weight loss comes in 2 distinct phases. In that first week, your body lets go of a whole bunch of water it was holding on to because of the sugar. Then, after that, it starts tapping into your actual fat stores for fuel, and you'll notice it fast. Your clothes will start to feel looser, especially right around your waist.
And get this, some people can lose up to 13 pounds in that first week. Now, that's not all fat, it's mostly excess fluid. But think about that. That's like taking a bowling ball's worth of pressure off your entire system, off your joints, off your heart. It's a massive change, right out of the gate.
And the change isn't just physical. That blood sugar roller coaster does a number on your mood, too. You go from feeling kind of grouchy, irritable, and stressed to feeling way more calm and focused. Your mind literally gets clearer. You don't just feel better, you'll probably find you're a whole lot nicer to be around, too.
And what about your skin? Well, all that sugar and high insulin can really mess with your hormones, especially the ones that trigger acne. So when you cut the sugar, those hormones start to balance out. The result? Clearer skin, less inflammation, and this really healthy glow. It's like your body's healing process showing up on the outside.
So we've talked about cravings, energy, and the awesome changes you can see. But now, let's go even deeper. Section 3 is all about the deep health reset. What's happening under the hood is maybe the most powerful part of this whole thing.
This one is absolutely huge. Sugar is one of the biggest drivers of inflammation in the body. When you take it out of the equation, that inflammation starts to calm down. For you, that means less stiffness, fewer aches, less pain in your joints. This is the foundation for pretty much every other deep benefit we're about to talk about.
And that same drop in inflammation does wonders for your arteries. They literally start to heal from the inside. In the long term, this is a game changer. It can seriously lower your risk for plaque buildup, blood clots, the big scary stuff like heart attacks and strokes. It's a massive win for your future self.
Okay, this part is just so cool. When your body stops getting sugar for fuel, it flips a switch and starts burning fat instead. And this process creates something called ketones. Well, it turns out your brain loves ketones. It's a much cleaner, more efficient fuel source, and it doesn't just make you feel sharp, it actually helps your brain grow new nerve cells. You're not just thinking clearer, you're literally helping your brain repair and rebuild itself.
So where does a lot of that excess sugar go? It gets turned into fat and stored in your liver. If you've got some extra weight around your midsection, that's often a sign of a fatty liver. But the amazing thing is, when you quit sugar, your body needs fuel, so it starts burning that stored liver fat. It's literally like an internal spring cleaning for your liver, which is a huge reason why your belly starts to shrink.
And let's not forget your kidneys. These guys work so hard to process all that extra sugar in your system, and they really take a beating over time. By just removing sugar from your diet, you take this huge strain off of them. You give them a chance to heal and just do their job so much better.
Okay, all of this sounds pretty fantastic, right? But let's be honest for a second. There is a transition period. The first few days, your body has to do some serious work behind the scenes. Let's just call it the 3-day hurdle.
So what's actually going on in there? Well, your body is literally building brand new machinery at a cellular level. It has to create all these new enzymes so it can become an efficient fat-burning machine instead of a sugar burner. And just like any major upgrade at a factory, it takes a couple of days to get the new assembly line running.
So here's how it usually goes. On day 1, you start the process. By day 2, some of the withdrawal symptoms might get a little worse as your body's really working hard. But by day 3, you're coming out the other side. The new machinery is almost built. Look, you might feel a little groggy or irritable, but here's the key. That's a sign that it's working. And it's only for about 3 days. Anyone can handle 3 days, especially when you know what's waiting for you on the other side.
At the end of the day, the proof isn't really in the pudding, is it? The real proof is in how you feel. No explanation in the world can replace the experience of actually feeling these incredible changes happen in your own body.
So after hearing how you can completely reset your energy, your mood, your appearance, and even your deep health at a cellular level in just 2 weeks, there's really only one question left to ask. Are you ready to try your own 14-day experiment?